Hi guys, it's Hugo here today. I've got a presentation for you guys in order to explain macronutrients, which is what macros stand for, and calories. Okay, so I'm going to be taking you for a very short, small presentation. Okay, just so that you can have the understanding of what are these things and why they're important for you to get the goals that to achieve your goals, and just so you can have a better understanding, so you can have the best results possible. So let's go straight into it. Okay, so what are macros? So macros is the acronym for macronutrients, okay? And what they basically are is they are the nutrient groups or foods that make up our diet. So they're the types of foods that are available to us, basically. And there are three types of macronutrients, okay? So the first ones we're going to talk about is proteins. Okay, so protein is a macronutrient. And what are types of protein? So basically like poultry, chicken, turkey, red meats, pork, beef, fishes. Okay, and if you're a vegetarian, okay, you're not going to go for the animal sources, but you're going to go for the plant sources of protein, which are things like pulses, kidney beans, chickpeas, black beans, and lentils. Okay, just to give you a few examples. All right. So, and then you've got your fats. Okay, so what consists of fats are things like oils. So you've got like your normal sort of rapeseed oil, olive oil, okay, vegetable oil, coconut oils on there as well. So those are kind of like the liquid forms of oil or of fats, and then you've also got things like nuts, a high fat food, okay, healthy fat, unsaturated fat, source of fat. Okay, then you've got avocados, which is an unsaturated form of healthy fat as well. And then you've got your butter, you've got your nut butters like peanut butter, almond butter, and you've got seeds like pumpkin seeds, and things of that nature. So those are your three macronutrients, uh, with carbohydrates included. Okay, so those are the three. All right, so carbohydrates, there's two types. So there's the fibrous carbohydrates, which are high in fiber. So you've got things like your fruit and vegetables, so they're very high in fiber. And then you've got your non-fibrous carbohydrates. So these are the more stodgy, starchy sort of carbs. Okay, they're very famous. We've all eaten them and like to eat them. So things like potatoes, pasta, rice, bread. Okay, um, so grains. Okay, so you got things like quinoa. You got things like couscous, things like that. All right. Okay, so now that we've established what macros are, let's talk about what are calories. Okay, so um, as you can see, you've probably seen that nutrition facts label on your food. Okay, on whatever you buy to eat. Okay, um, so calories are units which are used to measure energy that are stored in foods that our body uses as fuel. So basically, um, that's what calories are. Okay, they're the source of energy that our bodies use. Okay, and calories is just a measurement, a unit that is used to measure that energy that we consume. So an easy way to think about it is as the source of petrol or diesel for our bodies. Okay, a car needs petrol or diesel to go to run. Okay, to work, and we need calories. Okay, we need that energy that comes from food to fuel our bodies, and calories is just the unit, the way to measure that type of energy. So some macronutrients, so things like protein, so the things we just spoken about, so the proteins, the fats, and the carbohydrates. Okay, so some of them have greater energy value than others. So for instance, protein. Okay, per 1 gram of protein, there's 4 calories per 1 gram of protein. Okay, the same for carbohydrates. But now when you think about fats, okay, fats per 1 gram of fat, you've got 9 calories. So it's a lot. It's a lot more for 1 gram. Okay, so there's a lot more energy, packed energy, sort of macronutrient. So fats have a higher energy than the other macronutrients. So because 1 gram of fat has got 9 calories. Okay. So what does your body do with calories? So very good question. So we've already spoken about using it as fuel. Okay, so what it does is stores them. Okay, stores them to use as fuel. Okay, and it stores it in the muscles. Okay, it stores it in the fatty tissues of the body. Okay, it's called the adipose tissues in the body. Okay, that's where the fat gets stored. The carbohydrates get stored in the muscles and a little bit in the liver. Okay, so that's what one of the things our body does with calories. The other thing we've already spoken about is that it uses them as fuel to fuel life. Okay, so think about all the functions and tasks that your body does. So a few examples on the presentation. Okay, so you've got the heart pumping blood, you've got digestive system. Okay, so you need fuel, your body needs energy in order to make the digestive system works to digest your food. Okay, our metabolism needs energy to work. Okay, needs fuel. Our brains need fuel to work. Muscles move in the body. Okay, that all requires fuel, and calories provide that fuel for our body to do these important life sustaining tasks and functions. Okay, and it also uses that fuel that it stores for extra activities. Okay, so rather than just sustaining normal life, your body uses extra calories for physical activity. So things like running, playing sports, exercising, hiking, whatever sort of active hobby you enjoy doing. Okay, our body uses calories for that also. Okay, so now let's look at how does our body burn calories. Okay, so our bodies have this thing called a resting state. Okay, so it's a metabolic. It's actually called metabolic resting state, uh, and what that is, it's kind of like the maintenance part of our body, stage of our body. So in order for our body to maintain itself and to sustain life, we need a certain amount of calories per day. Okay, so on those nutritional fact labels that you see in food, it says, oh, how many calories men need, how many calories women need, an average person needs, okay, to sustain life each day, and that's kind of how they base the calories on the products that you see, and how it complements the calories that you as a man or a woman need for your resting metabolic state, okay, to sustain life, to sustain all the body functions that your body does. So 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 the resting state energy, so we need that to sustain life, okay, to maintain the bodies that are our body's functions, okay, and and that's how one of the ways it burns calories, and the other way it burns calories is through extra physical activity. Okay, so all those hobbies that we enjoy doing, or working out, things like that, that uses extra calories apart from the resting metabolic state energy that's used to maintain and sustain normal life. Okay, so ways to lose body fat. So now you want to pay attention as much as you can. If you haven't got a pen and paper already, please get one so that you can obviously take notes from this presentation to apply it. Okay, in your quest to get the results that you want. All right. So we're going to look at ways of losing body fat. So the first way we're going to look at is creating a calorie deficit. So basically, what that means, as it says on the presentation, okay, it means that we need to consume less calories than what we're using. Okay, and that in turn allows our body to use body fat as fuel for what it needs. Okay, so basically we just want to create that negative energy balance. Okay, so that our body is consuming, we're giving our body less calories than what it needs to sustain life. So what that does, okay, in turn, is our body notices that and is like, whoa, I need to get energy from somewhere, okay, to maintain life, to sustain life. So what it does, it goes to the fat storages, okay, those fatty tissues are all over the body where fat is stored, okay, and it starts breaking down that fat, okay, to use as fuel for to sustain normal body functions. Okay, so that's the first way. The second way is to be more active. Okay, so when we're more active, okay, so this is the other end of the scale. So what we do is we help our bodies burn more calories. Okay, so we're consuming the normal calories we need, okay, to sustain normal life, okay, and body's functions. But because our body's doing more work apart from the normal body functions, so we're working out, we're being active all the time, what that does, okay, is that we burn more calories. So then we're creating a negative energy balance in our body, because our body is getting enough calories for what it needs to do to survive, but it's not getting enough calories as well on top of the exercise and the physical activity that you're doing. So then what it does, okay, it goes again to those body fat storages in our body and starts breaking down that fat, okay, to have the energy it needs to sustain life. Um, so that's the other way. And finally, okay, what you can do is you can combine both, which is what I recommend that we do and that you do. Okay, it's very effective. And so what this does, it causes your body, okay, to go through greater efforts to empty, okay, and to tap into those energy storages in your body, okay, especially where the fat is stored, due to the lack of calories and the increased energy expenditure. Because again, if you create a calorie deficit, okay, if you're consuming less calories than what you're spending, what your body's doing, okay, hasn't got enough calories to sustain that normal daily function. So it goes into the fat storage to try and get some extra energy. But then you're putting exercise as well on top of that. Okay, so it's like, whoa, where am I getting? I don't have anywhere to get calories from. So then it allows the body, okay, to tap into those fat stores even more so, okay, and that's what's going to get you amazing results. Okay, it's going to start using all that body fat, okay, that you've got stored in your body that you want to so much to get rid of, and it's going to start using it as fuel. Okay, so this is what we want to do. We want to use a combination of both. Okay, so you're going to decrease, you're going to lessen your calorie intake a little bit, okay, by eating healthier foods, less like energy dense foods, okay, or high calorie foods, and you're also going to add physical activity on top, which is what we're doing with our 4-week transformation program right now. Is we got you eating healthier food to get into that calorie deficit, okay, and we're getting you to move 3 times a week, okay, doing high intensity resistance training. All right, so that's what we're doing. Okay, so now how do we combine this knowledge, okay, that we just learned, okay, all this information of macros and calories? All right, so like I've already mentioned before, okay, some macros have greater energy value than others, and it's the same thing with calories, okay. Some calories are more beneficial than others, and you probably already know this. So just a quick example: eating chicken, okay, high protein food, okay, protein is the building blocks of the body, okay, it's what our body's made up of, or what our organs are made up of, okay, it's what our skin is made up of, okay, it sustains our muscles, it helps us recovery when we work out, okay, it helps to build more muscle, making us stronger, okay, burning more fat, all right, as because if you eat high protein food, what it does, your body spends more of that um, resting state energy that it needs to sustain the normal daily life, okay, and it's protein, it causes the body to spend 30% more calories than any other food, okay, to digest. So when you're eating protein, you're actually making your body work harder, okay, spend more energy to digest that type of food, those types of food. So they're very good for that. So you can see some of the benefits of eating some calories over others. And then on the other end, you got like eating a chocolate bar, okay. A chocolate bar has no nutritional value whatsoever, okay. It's actually an anti-nutrient because it's got very little nutritional value, and it's actually got obviously things in it that could be harmful to the body. All right, so they're high calorie, energy dense type of food. Okay, it's going to have a lot of starch, a lot of sugar in. That's detrimental to your health. All right, so it doesn't one macronutrient is a lot more beneficial to eat than another. Okay, and the same goes for calories. So there's a question on it that I put on here just to help you understand this, because this is a very important thing to understand, okay, when it comes to losing weight. Okay, so the question is, so could I eat junk food only and still lose weight? Okay, so a few people have asked me this. I've heard this before, okay, and the answer is yes. You can, and basically, this is because we're going back to that scientific rationale of like, if you're consuming less calories than you're spending, you're going to lose weight. Okay, so if all you're doing is eating 2 chocolate bars a day, all right, eating a burger, okay, you're not going to be eating a lot throughout the day. Okay, you're going to be eating calories. Yeah, those calories add up to a certain amount. Okay, and yeah, if you're eating, if those calories that you've eaten from your 2 chocolate bars and a burger, okay, if they add up if they add up to less than energy than what your body needs, then you're going to lose weight. Okay, but although you're going to be losing weight, okay, you're just losing weight. That's it. You're not actually getting into shape. Okay, your muscles will not be toned. Probably you're not going to have a lot of muscle mass anyway, because those types of foods and calories do not build muscle. Okay, so yeah, you might be what they call like a skinny fat. Okay, which is like you're a slim person, but you still got quite a lot of body fat in your body. Okay, around your limbs, and you haven't got a lot of muscle mass there, so you don't look toned. Okay, or you don't look like you're in shape. So that's the rationale around that. Okay, yes. So it's all about the calorie content. Okay, so if you lessen your calories, doesn't matter what type of foods you're eating. If you lessen your calories, you will lose weight, but you won't be in shape unless you eat the right type of calories. If that makes sense. So, and this protein is so important. It's because protein, like I explained in the beginning, it's got all those functions and all those benefits that it gives to our bodies. Okay, so if you want to be in shape, okay, if you want to look toned, if you want to lose weight, okay, you need protein. You need protein to obviously to build muscle. Okay, so you've got something to actually tone in your body. All right, and having more muscle makes your body burn more fat. Okay, also consuming and eating and digesting protein makes your body use more calories to do that. So and then obviously you've got all the health benefits that protein has to the body. Okay, as it builds muscle. Okay, it makes up most of our body's organs and skin, and even our antibodies. Okay, the white blood cells, they're made of protein. So talking about immune system and health side of things. Okay, the more protein you use, okay, you also have a stronger immune system because it can create more of those white blood cells. So the next thing we're going to go to is start monitoring. So as you can see, start monitoring our calories, okay, and managing our macronutrients, how much we're eating of each macronutrient. So as you can see, there's a little picture on the TV. Sorry, on the presentation, okay, and it's showing like the percentages of protein, fats, and carbs. Okay, so now we're gonna figure this out. Okay, we're gonna figure out how much we need to eat of each of these macronutrients. Okay, to manage our calories intake. So this will help you be aware of what you're doing right now. Okay, so it's gonna make you think about what you've done so far all your life with your food. Okay, and it's gonna get you to evaluate that. All right. It's going to help you to understand what you are actually eating. Okay, so what types of food have got protein and what types of food got fat in, what types of food are starchy carbohydrates and fibrous carbohydrates. Okay, so it's going to give you all that understanding so you can implement it to get the results that you want. Okay, and it's going to ultimately help you make better choices. Okay, so that you can be where you want to be. Okay, so what we're going to do now, okay, we're going to look how you can monitor your calories and macronutrients the right way to get you the results. So there's another short presentation, okay, that I made to talk about this. So I'll see you there, okay, in the next training where we can talk about that. Thank you for watching.